Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Guys, we're taking it back old school today. We are going to be doing a double recording of Real Talk like we did last week. We just didn't record last night because it was Father's Day.
Yes, it was Father's Day. So we were enjoying our Father's Day over at Come On Mountain itself. And it was a good time.
Yeah.
So we were going to film one, but we completely spaced it.
Yeah, we ended up getting home pretty late.
No.
And it was a great time, though. I want to wish all of you dads out there, grandpas, etc., happy Father's Day.
Yes, yes.
Hope that you guys had a great one.
Yep, it was a good one. It was a really, really good one. But definitely belated Happy Father's Day to all you guys.
Yeah.
It was a fun time yesterday. It was a good barbecue, good gathering, good community fellowship.
Yeah.
The
kids all got together with everybody and we're running around, riding bikes. We got them a new little sprinkler thing and playing with that too. It's like a hose that hooks up to a hose. Speaking
of that, did you grab it? Because I didn't.
Yeah, Julia grabbed it when we came home.
I was like,
Julia remembered at the last second. She was like, "Oh, my hose!" It's like a hose. You connect to a hose, and then it's got these like little tubes that go off of it, and it's this long thing, and all those tubes they'll kind of like
sprinkle or
they actually kind of look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway. A little bit. And it's almost like that.
It's almost like exactly like that. Those
rubbery texture.
Yeah, and kids can run back and forth on it and play. It was a hot one yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was a pretty warm one. Today is going to be another warm one. So we'll see what today brings.
Yep.
But we got quite a bit to do.
Yes, we do. Actually, we're going to start work today. Let me turn this camera around and show you what we're working with. So outside, on our last video you guys saw, we were able to come on out here and get this beautiful thing chopped. And it looks so good. It looks so good.
It's lined out.
That thing's lined up.
I really, really like how it's all coming together. I know there was a lot of long boards out there, and I probably threw a lot of people off. A lot of people off. I haven't looked at the comments yet, but
yeah, we've been busy.
We've been super, super busy, but I don't know if you guys enjoyed that little doodad, but a little hoist safety aspect to where I didn't want to try to grab the board and then having that drop, like that motion and that weight,
Plus,
make me want to go that way when I catch it.
Pinching your blade.
It was hecka pinching the blade. So the only other way to do it is to use the scaffold up against the edge, which you guys seen what happened with the last time with the scaffold aspect. So we're trying to refrain from using the scaffold as much as possible over here. Yeah. Even though it would make things 1,000 times easier. Or even like the ladder and trying to get the ladder to be up there and me being like this.
Yeah, no.
So.
No, not without some harnesses.
Yeah, that's where I was like, let's just do that. And it worked out. It was a little time consuming, but at the same time, if I had that and I had to tie off, it would have been time consuming of having to unhook, fish my line back over, hook in, do all, it would have been about the same time.
Yeah, and honestly, it's all good. I liked the way that we did it.
It was pretty quick. It was pretty easy.
Yeah.
And made it really, really nice. And now we got to put a sub fascia on the end.
Yep, on the end of all of these, kind of like how it is down here. You see the board connecting all these? Mm-hmm. There's going to be one right there.
Yep. And this is the sub fascia that I got to connect, and I'll straighten out a lot of these and make it to where I can twist it and line it.
Yeah. Some of them are twisting just a hair if you look, like this one.
Which
right
one
there.
are you pointing at? This one right here?
Yeah. It's kind of turned that way a little bit.
And you can twist it and mess with it, but that's where the sub fascia will do all that.
A lot of it anyway.
Yeah. Now that one, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to get away with it without using the ladder or something to attach the sub fascia.
Yeah.
I don't think
we're going to have to find out today. Today, this is on the agenda. And then after we get this done, then we're going to try to box out the other corners and then see where else the day takes us.
Pretty much.
I'm supposed to be getting a phone call from John today sometime, and I don't think he's coming today. I think that we're supposed to just get it scheduled today for the sand filter. But he might be coming out here on the property to check out our hole and see everything before it actually gets scheduled. So that's also something that we might be working with today.
Yeah, he might just come out and do a site inspection and see what else needs to be
like the next steps. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure.
Who knows? He might just pull up into the driveway any minute and be like, "Whoa, all right, he's getting it today."
Yeah, I don't know. That's on the agenda for this week. Hopefully, now that the hole is done, which thanks again, Jen and Wiley over at Our Mountain Home, also working with Wiley for coming on over and digging that hole for us. We seriously appreciate you.
That was an awesome time.
Yeah.
It was a good time. That was a good time.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you guys must have missed the last video on Simple Life. So go back and rewatch it. You guys are like, spoiler, sorry.
No. I'm so happy about this though, because that means that, once this is all situated and everything, we are going to have filtered, like really good filtered water for everything. Yeah. Like
for everybody, the animals.
All the water out here is going to be filtered as well. You know, so that makes it to where it's like, okay, that's really, really nice. I like that aspect. Like, it just makes it.
It'll be like filtered even better once we get it into our home. Yeah. But just having the sand filter at the well, like Gary said, it's going to filter out all the water down for the animals, the garden, everything. We are going to run another filter on it when we get it to our house. We already do have some filters set up on our house. So we're going to keep that. Yeah. But then I think later on down the line, as we can afford it and stuff, we want to get like the reverse osmosis system or like a water softener or something along those lines that we'll actually put inside the maintenance room next to the hot water heater. Gary's been looking at some pretty cool systems, and I'm down for it because having nice water is.
There's a lot that I've been looking at and thinking about and trying to foreplan everything, you know. And the best thing is they have these units out there to where you can put it into your kitchen. Where's most of your water that you drink?
In your kitchen.
And use for cooking wise.
If we had one of those nicer refrigerators, it'd be off of the refrigerator.
Right? Well, yes, right? But so that's where I'm like, well, if I plumb it, I can plumb everything through that system to where it's like you basically at the tap, you can have it straight at the filter for the refrigerator. You can have it anywhere in the kitchen, right? Would be filtered, clean water that you can just drink. Yeah. Straight, no matter what,
like straight from the tap. You're filling up a pot to boil some water or whatever. It's
whatever it is, because that's the biggest thing. Where like all the water in the house, as long as it is treated and it's good and it's everything's fine with it, which the only thing that's our issue is the iron.
Yeah, so much iron. We can't have white clothes.
So with that, it makes it to where it just makes it that much harder on all the filters and everything. So our filters should last a lot longer with the sand filter in it, to where things should last how it should be, and it shouldn't be this issue that we're dealing with anymore. So I'm really, really looking forward to it.
And I'm looking forward to not having to clean the toilet and the bathtub like every 2 days, or else have the huge ring around it. And I've talked about it before, like our bathtub, I literally just cleaned all the bathroom yesterday. And doesn't matter how much I scrub, doesn't matter what products I use, man. I've used all the Barkeeper's Friend, the CLR, I've used the Lysol Lime and Rust, I've used home remedies and stuff like that. I've used different scrubbies. I'm telling you, bro, it's stained. The bathtub is stained. The toilet, however, not so much, but the sink and the bathtub, it's because it's a different material. It's not fully porcelain.
You know what's
and it like sunk into like the plastics of it, I think.
You know what? It's okay.
It is okay. It is okay.
It is okay.
I'm just saying that that's what happened because of our water.
I know this. When we do install any fixture in this top cabin part, that hot water heater down there is going to get replaced before we turn on any hot water to any place or anywhere in here.
Because of all
and then we're going to be revisiting the basement and changing out all of those because,
I think when the house is finished, we will, like up here, when we're done, we're living up here, there will come a time where we're going to go back downstairs in the basement and finish everything. Put a ceiling up there officially, probably clean the bathroom and like gut it a little bit.
This makes me super happy though, because here's the thing, right? I look at everything in a huge positive aspect, and I always try to, right? You guys heard about this toilet that I want, right? The to the moon toilet.
To the moon.
Well, you would be going to the moon on that toilet if we did buy that specific toilet and installed it with the hard water that we have and that rust.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think that thing would have exploded. See? Like, it would have went kaboom, and you would have went to the moon. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, right? So I've got hindsight-wise, right? It's a really good thing I didn't put that air-powered toilet.
See, God is good. That's why they didn't have it available on the stock shelf for us to buy.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying, right? So now we're gonna have to replace that, or at least the backside of the toilet, right?
Yeah, eventually. Eventually.
All those insides, I'm gonna have to replace.
Yeah,
like the whole inner.
Because the inside, like the back, when you take the back lid off, where the little like hangy thingy, the plunger thingy is,
the water just sits,
and it gets thick. It looks almost like algae, but it's not. It's collected rust.
Yeah,
it's iron. Yes.
So, but because of that, right? So that's where I'm looking at. I'm like, man, I'm really happy, but at the same time, when we go to replace it now, I can get the to the moon toilet.
Yeah, to the moon.
And I won't have to worry about that kind of situation, right?
Yeah.
Because, I was worried about that a little bit. I was like, man, it is well water. There's minerals in the ground. Like, I mean, I know we got filters and everything, and we're trying to filter it out as best as we can. And as little, as everywhere. And that's why we've got the SimpLife for our drinking water and everything else like that.
Mm-hmm, the countertop unit.
But it's, there's only so much you can do for the minerals, and
it's country living.
You can get those minerals out. They're great for you, but the rust.
Yeah.
No. It's but it's getting there. I'm really, really excited to get that sound filter, man. I'm sorry. I'm ecstatic.
I'm super excited too. I'm excited to get the phone call. So sometime today we should get the call from John. And like I said, I don't know if I don't think he's planning on coming today, but I think we're going to get the call and he's going to be finishing scheduling with us for this week. Yeah. So, because there is a vendor he has to work with that actually like sells and gets everything. So I think he's going to let us know what's been said from all of that.
Yeah. And he's got to triple check on everything and make sure that everything's all aligned and
everything's all lined up. We're always trying to line everything up around here. So you guys want to see how clean we got it inside here? Because I actually didn't even record and it looks really nice in here. Check this out. We got it all clean in here now. Everything's all organized.
She took off. I didn't realize that, but you took off all the braces.
I did. I took off all the braces on the walls and now all the rooms are open again. We had our, you could see where that square is. We had all the braces up against the walls. And I figured, you know what? It's kind of pointless at this point to have those braces up. I'm pretty sure she ain't going nowhere.
No, she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so I took them all off and made a pile. But
she ain't budging.
Nope. But yeah, everything's all cleaned up. We have a really nice, good working space. The air quality is so much better. We had so much in each room of just sawdust and dead ladybugs and nails and screws and things just lying around everywhere. You got to do that every once in a while. You got to refresh the work site. Make it easier for you to work around in here again. Organize all the tools up. Make sure that the power banks are charged up and good to go for us, Got some power in here.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. So
pretty nice.
But today's going to be a really good day, though.
Yep. We should be able to get quite a bit done today. And be able to get that much closer to that goal.
Yeah.
So.
Goal is, it's like Pinky in the Brain.
What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to
put a roof on this house.
Man. You know, here we are optimistically like, oh, it should only take like 3 days.
That's what we always say.
Should. Until you get out here and you start working on it, and it's like, man, these things are all janky one way or another. I gotta pull it one way or another, and you're sitting here messing around trying to straighten. That's there's that. All right, I got it. Yeah. All right, we got 52 more to go.
You got to think outside the box too. You get on a roll, you're cutting the things off or whatever. Now it's pinching your blade. Now you need a rope, and you need this, and you need that. And yeah, it's just what it is. But you know what? I'm having fun doing it. I'm having fun doing it with you.
There's a lot back and forth.
Progress is happening every single day. So, I mean, we're further along today than we were the last time we worked out here.
No, exactly. And that's the way that you got to look at it. You know, no matter which way it is, even though you might, in your mind, you're like, oh, it's only going to take this many days. And you're on like day 5, and it's like, I thought it was only going to be like a 2-3 day project, you know, maybe. No, it's more, you know. And
anybody that's actually really done
discouraging sometimes.
Well, no, here's the thing. Anybody that's actually really done construction, whether it be them for themselves, the DIY, or even if you hired out a contractor, always plan on longer than what you think, because it always ends up being like that. That is just the world of construction. I don't know anyone. I know zero people that it's actually been even people that have been doing it for 20, 30 years, it never always works out that way. And I know I'm going to get a lot of show of hands in the comment section from all you construction people or DIY people that agree with me and have been there. And everybody that disagrees, I don't know what to tell you.
Weather plays a huge effect.
Yeah.
Supplies play a huge effect, as well as it comes down to like, you know, just getting that work done. Yeah. And it's always, no matter which way you look at it, even when you're, you know, mechanics will contest to this like no tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Because in the book it says this job should only be 30 minutes. 5 hours later, bolt's broken in half completely. You're welding something to take this one stupid bolt out, and it's like, this is supposed to be a 30-minute job. Bull crap, all right? Had to take all this crap out just to get to this one stupid thing, and it's always that one bolt. It's that last bolt, all right, that you're like, yes, I'm down to the last one, you know, and you're celebrating early. Well, guess what? You shouldn't have celebrated early because you're fighting like no tomorrow to get that last bolt out, and you tend to break things and end up having to run to the store 20 billion times because you're like, that worked, that didn't work, that didn't, that worked, that worked, that worked, that didn't work, you know, and like you're trying to go back and forth and like, whoa, what the heck? Like, I'm trying to get this one bolt. Been there, done that. I don't know how many times. I'm just saying from experience.
Yeah. What he said.
And it's the same thing with anything that you do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know.
Such is life. But either way.
It's those experiences that really make it enjoyable sometimes.
Well, it's a learning thing, right? It's a learning curve. And if you take your time, you enjoy the process of it, which we're doing, you know, the fruits of your labor will be rewarded.
Correct.
You know, you will be able to enjoy those. So one day at a time. We're going to keep working on this, friends, today. And like I said, we're going to try to get the rim joist thing on there throughout the whole top. We're going to see how big of an adventure that's going to be for us. And then as soon as we get that done, I think we're going to box in the sides. And then Gary was saying we got to build an overhang or something. So I don't know. We're going to get to work, though. We're going to figure it all out, get one step closer to getting the darn zip board on the roof and tying her all in. But yeah, that's, like I said, pinky in the brain. Goal. What's the goal today? The goal today is the same as every day, friends. We're trying.
Get as far as we can.
As far as we can.
See what happens.
Yep. So we're going to roll with it. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and watching today's episode of Real Talk with SLR. We will be recording tonight and doing the pre-recording thing again, like how we did last week. We're going to continue on that path. Like we said in the beginning, we just didn't do it last night. So we will see you guys tomorrow, bright and squirrely, and we'll let you know how today went. So
exactly.
Yeah, we'll see you later on today, but also tomorrow for you. So until then, friends, we love you all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.